what you need tonight. A little something to whet your appetite, and it's gonna make you feel alright. Sweet Gravy and Carmen Kirk, check them out as they go to work. Congratulations on your new podcast. Now open up a can of whoop ass and blast, blast, blast.
Cut it out.
This is Angelo,
You gotta cut that out.
and I hope you like this show. Wow. Wow, yeah.
Oh, welcome back to another episode of Sweet Gravy. Carmen,
How you doing?
how'd you like that?
It's good. It's
Huh?
good. Kirk is the same every time.
It was pretty fun, huh?
Yeah.
Did you get you in the moods?
No.
Get your feelings goods?
I don't know, Kirk. We might need to reach back out and get it bumped up.
What do you mean?
We got to get some bells and whistles on that.
In what way?
We need a clip of him dancing the show.
What? You want to
Yeah.
get him dancing?
Yeah, he need to start dancing.
Angelo
for
Moore
us.
and the dance moves? He does have some dance moves.
Mm-hmm.
Little step to the east. Little step to the west.
No, he's old, man. No.
The Angelo Moore and the Brand New Step, they have a song called The Brand New Step. And that's how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
You can find a video on YouTube where he's out dancing with the people, in the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
And he got more energy than all of them.
Do we?
Yeah.
I mean, that is his video. He needs to make the money off of it.
Mhm.
So he needs to get crazy.
Oh, it's on YouTube. He ain't making any money off of that.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's for his fans.
It's not. No. Yeah. I mean, somebody. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Angelo Moore is I'm always surprised when I see these bands that I never heard of, and then I'll watch like a concert or something from them, or just happen to look them up, and you see all these thousands and thousands of people in the crowd, and
Like
I'm like,
who?
well, you showed me Wing.
Mm-hmm.
I recently learned about David Bowie from you. Angelo Moore, obviously, I learned about from you, and he's not the only one. I'll go into some of the rap artists. Okay, for example, Tyler, the Creator.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a mainstream artist, but he has a cult following,
Yeah.
and his shows sell out. So he's one of them.
And they put like 9 people on the stage at a time.
Mm-hmm.
There's like, not only does he like have a following, he's got like this crew of like 20 people that he goes around with.
And a lot of them have their own rap career,
Mm-hmm.
like Earl Sweatshirt. I'm a big fan of his.
Did you know about him before Tyler the Creator?
No.
No.
Mm-mm. I learned about him from Tyler the Creator. Because on top of the TV show he used to also put out these
Loiter Squad.
Yeah. On top of that, he had these little videos where he would take the camera around and kind of document him and his crew. And I remember when Earl Sweatshirt first album was coming out, they were talking about it, and it was like, he next up, and they were like kind of promoting him, on the little docuseries. So, yeah. It's Tyler the Creator, and
Right.
then everybody else come from him.
Right.
And then who else? The people who come up under Kendrick Lamar. TDE.
I never heard of him.
What's his? No, that's the
TDE?
name. That's the name of the label.
That's their label?
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's a whole crew that comes up under him. You've probably heard a couple of them.
Nah.
No,
No.
I'm trying to think of his name. Oh my god, I can't think of his name, but he got some good hits. That's so bad. My friends are gonna listen to this and be like, "Bitch, I don't."
Nah, they ain't gonna listen to it.
They know this guy though. He had a couple hits on the radio, but he got a little crew. But it's a lot of people who are underground that you don't know about. So I don't know. It's pretty interesting.
It's weird. Like, I remember being in high school, and this weird kid who was in our like science class. His favorite musical artist was Tech Nine.
He's another one, yeah.
And I had never heard of Tech Nine before.
Yeah, cult following.
And this guy had a backpack filled with like Tech Nine CDs. And you're like, how does he have all these CDs? I've never heard of this guy. And it's like, oh yeah. He's just like why are you carrying around all those CDs? To begin with, you know, what you're only gonna be able to listen to maybe one of them on the bus, right?
Why do people in the Bay Area react that way towards Mac Dre?
Yeah,
it's the same. It's the same exact thing.
Yeah, but he's actually a local guy though, in the Bay Area. That's where he's from, Mac Dre.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. That's why. He's from Vallejo, California.
Well, where the fuck is Tech Nine from?
I don't know. But
where was your school?
Eureka.
I don't know where the fuck that is.
Eureka, Missouri.
Oh my God.
What?
Eureka, Missouri?
Yeah, Eureka, Missouri.
Okay.
What about it?
You got to say Missouri behind that.
Why?
Because nobody knows what Eureka is.
Huh? You should know that it's in one of two places, possibly.
Well, I don't know.
Where did I go to high school?
Kentucky.
Okay. That's one location. And then the other 2 years? Missouri.
Oh, yeah.
You should know that. Huh? Jeez. I know where you went to high school.
I was in the same state the whole time. You can't do that. You've been moving. You so complex.
I'm just saying, man.
You're so complex.
I'm saying.
You're funny.
You got to know these things.
Well, yeah, Tech Nine, just like Tyler the Creator, has a cult following, which is cool. I never got into Tech Nine either, but now that I'm into battle rap and I listen to different platforms, they talk about him as he's one of the greats, apparently.
Tech Nine?
Apparently, he makes a lot of money off of merch. Like, that's kind of the big thing with him.
He's still selling CDs.
Yeah, I think it's more the shirts. I don't think the CDs are making as much money.
Still selling CDs,
but he
Carmen.
is, absolutely.
Yeah. He ain't gonna let Amazon Music take his money. He's gotta get it his own. CDs.
So, I've been gone all week.
Yes. You did a nice little trip. You went against everything you said. You took your test.
Yeah.
Before you went, you did the test. And then you flew and you had to wear a mask when you flew.
I mean, I got to wear a mask anyway. Even though I'm fucking sick of it.
You did all your tough business acting like you all hard, and then you had to do all those things anyway, huh? Yeah.
That was the only way I was going to be able to go.
Right.
Is to put a mask on, go see my mom, take a test before. Got it out the way. Got that trip out the way.
Right.
Man, vacationing is tiring. It's a lot of work.
Was it a good trip?
It was a good trip. It was nice to see my mom, my sister, my brothers. So that was nice. It is tiring because you're doing all these things that if you were at home, you would just chill out. Like if I was at home on a Tuesday, I would even if I wasn't like working or anything, say I had the day off on a Tuesday, me and you both, we would hang around, watch some TV, eat some food, maybe go out to eat. We would clean a little bit, but it's not like nothing is forced. Whereas when you go on vacation, it's like you got to go here, go there, go there. You got to see everybody. You got to go here. This person want to go out. It creates a whole system that's tiring. So.
And you're not in your place.
Yeah.
That's the also. So you can't really like relax. You
Not
know?
the way you want to.
Yeah,
anyway.
you can't relax. You're always like in visitation mode.
Yeah. Like I was so I got a hotel room the first night that I was in town.
The straw makes my water look dirty.
Don't use the straw then.
Sorry. No, I'm just saying, like when you look at it and then it's an orange straw, right?
Yeah.
It's a silicone straw, it's orange, but then whenever it's in it, it gives it like a tinge to it. Makes
well,
it look
it's not even cold, so I just don't care about that water.
Oh, I'm sorry. Continue the joke.
But yeah, so I laid down on I was at my mom's house and she had this room. She's like, well, you can sleep in this room and we got a blow-up bed. We got everything set up. Now, mind you, it's a pull-out couch and everything in that room. But she has given that room to her dog, Sasha, the
Right.
girl dog. So I walked in that room and it's dusty, like a dog been in it.
Right.
And the couch is covered with a sheet, but it got like dirty footprints from a dog on it.
Mm-hmm.
And the dog is just relaxing. She having a great old time. And she's like, we gonna get her out of here and then we can put the bed. And I'm like, you have nice couches up there.
Right.
I'll sleep on the couch. Let's put a sheet over the couch. How about that? And I'll sleep there. She's like, yeah, that's cool. It's like, I'm not sleeping down there in a dog's room.
Right.
Your dog has taken over your room and there is no room for me in there. That's her room.
Right.
And she was like, okay, that's fine. And so I was laying down at one point, took a small nap, and her dog ran in the house. And she starts barking at my coat on the other couch. She didn't realize that I was under the blanket. So she's at the other couch barking at me. I was like, oh my God. I didn't even know. My mom told me. She was like, that bitch came in and went crazy. She thought she was on the other couch. She wasn't even on that couch. She might be blind. So yeah, you can never relax. And I mean, it's my mom's house, so I can relax a little more than someone else's house.
Right.
But yeah, it's still different. It's not like your own bed or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I was tired when I got back.
Yeah.
How was it for you?
It was amazing.
What?
Yeah, it was amazing.
I was gone for 5 days, and you had a good time without me?
Yeah, it was the best.
What was the best?
Well, everything was always like just how you left it. You know, right? Like there was, you would come home and the lights that were meant to be off were off. You know. What else? I was able to drink all the coffee that I wanted.
Opposed to what?
Well, sometimes whenever I come home, you're making like dinner, and like it's like so today, like you had like dinner like made, and typically I like to come home and I like to kind of unwind and have some coffee. Like I didn't make it to my second cup because dinner was ready. You know.
You only need 1 cup.
Yeah.
There's no need for 2 cups.
No, but I mean, there's just a little bit left over. I can just have that second one.
You could have had it.
No, but it was time to eat.
Okay, continue the joke.
Let's see. What else was there? Just a lot of time to just sit and reflect and sleep. You know, go to sleep.
Boy, you're not saying nothing right now.
What do you mean?
You ain't talking about nothing right now.
I'm serious. I was able to sleep because typically, if you're at work, you'll get home at about 11.
Yeah,
So I'll stay up and then we'll chit chat before I go to bed.
sometimes.
Right. And I've got to be up by 7 to go to work.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm staying up until 11 to talk to you, and then like if I got to give it at least a good half hour, you know, of chat time with you. So that means that like I'm not really like getting like my full 8 hours. You know?
Boy, you do too much for me. You can just go to sleep. You don't gotta talk to me.
No.
Don't put that on me.
No, but if I go
You
too
can go
long,
to sleep. You
if I-
can
but
have
if I
your
go-
coffee. Do not put that on me.
but if I go too long without staying up, you start to be like, oh man, we never have time to talk to each other. So yeah, it's something, you know, it's a couple thing. That's just the way it is. But I didn't have to do that this past couple days.
Well, if you're excited about that, you need to be single.
You think so?
Yeah, you need to just
Free and single.
or be
The
with
Brothers
or
Johnson
be
song?
with a boy, and y'all both like the same stuff.
Uh-huh.
Y'all both like coffee. Y'all both like video games. Awesome.
I didn't say anything about video games. I actually didn't even play any video games the whole time
Yeah,
you're gone.
right.
It's true. I don't think I played video games. Not one day. You know why?
Why?
Because Netflix right now has this show, Marriage or Mortgage, Carmen.
There's no way you've been watching that show
And
the whole
so,
time.
so basically, the gist of the show is a couple has a savings, like a nest egg, Carmen.
Oh, that's what it is. I thought that was money they were giving them.
No, it's money that they saved, right? So a couple, typically, most often it was $30,000. There was one couple that had 20, and then there were a couple that had $25,000.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a real estate agent
Mm-hmm.
and a wedding planner. And the wedding planner can plan out your wedding, and the real estate agent will show you 3 houses. And based on like what they can do for you, you make a choice to spend that money on a marriage or a mortgage.
So pretty much they're taking the couple's money,
Mm-hmm.
and then they're giving them 2 different options
Right.
that they can make work with the money they have already saved.
Mm-hmm.
So if they only have $20,000, is that what it is?
Right.
So they
You have $20,000 to spend on the wedding, or they have like a pre-approved budget for, you know, what they've already been to the bank, so they know how much they can spend on a house.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So then they look at the houses. So do you want to spend the money on the house or the marriage? Down payment, wedding. Which one? What you doing?
What would you do?
Well, I don't know. They had some pretty nice wedding stuff going on there, Carmen. Some of that wedding stuff looked pretty cool.
It's different. You have a different
They had this
perspective.
wall, Carmen. There was this wall, and it just had a bunch of pegs on it. And the pegs were for donuts. And a couple of people would show up, and they'd pick up a donut. Yeah.
How much that wall cost?
I think it was like $1,000.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah. Everything was, all the prices were like overly inflated. The show is completely made up. Like, it's all bullshit, right? Like, there's no way the stuff costs what they say that it costs.
Yeah, but it depends where you have your marriage, because if you were in
Well, it was all in Nashville.
yeah, that's all some bullshit.
And also, they had their $30,000, and all the houses that they looked at were over $300,000. So they didn't even have like 10% of like their down payment. You know?
Well, I'll tell you this much: my money wouldn't have went to no marriage for
No?
that amount.
I don't know. But like they were talking about like the last couple were like gonna like rent like a helicopter, but you have to rent it for a minimum of 3 hours, and it's like $1,000 an hour. So they're like, that's $3,000 right there, you know. And then they wanted to make like these designer like shots and stuff. Oh man, they did some pretty cool stuff. Oh man, and then at the end of the episode, whenever they talk about it, and they're like, oh, there was this one couple. They're like, we've got to think about our kids, right?
Oh man,
They were married.
Children.
They were married, and they already had 2. They weren't married, but they already had 2 children.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, we got to think about the kids, what the kids want. And they're like, yeah, those kids really loved playing in that. They set up some of the houses. They'll set up. They'll like stage,
Yeah.
you know. And this house had like a bouncy castle in it, right?
Yeah, it's made
and the
up,
kids
'cause
were,
that's just
and the kids are like bouncing around in the bouncy castle in the yard, and they're like, oh, we gotta think about the kids. The kids really like the house. And then the realtor and the woman show up, and then they're like, marriage. I was like, because I've been filming like the reveal at the end, whatever they and sending it to a friend of mine. And I'm like, they're choosing the house. And then they're like, we got to think about the kids. I was like, oh, they got to think about the kids. House. And then they were like, marriage. And I'm like, what do the kids care about the marriage, man? They're
don't
like
get
5 years old.
They don't
This
get
is crazy.
nothing.
And then there was this religious couple, and they wanted to buy a house to have like youth groups and like church groups at their house, you know, like little like meetings and stuff. But because they believe in the Christian faith, they didn't sleep with each other yet.
Yes,
No,
they did.
no sexing.
No, they had
They
sex.
they lived in a 2-bedroom apartment, and the guy, he shared his room with another guy,
and she had her.
and she
own-
had her own room. Yeah.
I don't know. I just
So
don't,
at the end
it
of the
don't
night,
seem
they would go to their
realistic.
separate rooms, right? And then they're doing the same thing at the house now because they chose mortgage. Yeah. But they're not
No.
married. They're like, we're not married, so we still can't live together.
Kurt,
What?
That shit is a big fucking joke.
What?
No fucking way. I don't believe.
Carmen.
Unless you're extremely religious.
Yeah,
I
they're
don't
involved in the church. They said, how can we ask people to live this certain way if we don't live that way? Makes sense.
I think that evolution is gonna outgrow the church. I think that things are gonna continue to grow the way that they are. Think they're gonna continue to get more and more progressive. And the way that churches operate are super old school and behind the curve.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think that eventually everything's gonna outgrow the whole religion thing, and eventually religion is gonna phase out.
Okay.
And you have a couple believers still there, but I don't know. You see how things are working right now. Things are starting to phase out. Like we were talking about payphones earlier.
Mm-hmm.
There ain't no payphones no more.
Right.
That's a thing that was, when I was a kid, it was popular. All the payphones worked. And then as I got into like preteen age, less and less teenage age, it was really hard to find. And then once I got into that adult age, it was like, all right, that's it.
Yep.
So everything's going to eventually become that, and then we're going to keep moving forward. But no, I don't believe that this couple did not have sex before marriage.
No,
fucking
Carmen.
way.
That's what the show said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what the show said?
Yeah.
Boy, bye.
I believe it. Netflix don't lie.
Netflix make money.
Mm-hmm.
They're a money machine.
Yeah.
It's crazy how many shows they got on. People been making statuses like, what else to watch? I didn't watch everything on Netflix.
Yeah. Finished Netflix today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. People been at home and watching. Like I watched a lot when I was at home
Mm-hmm.
and not working. So about to get back on Netflix.
You're gonna be on the Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched a lot of it. I went back and watched old shows and different series that I saw on there.
While you're at your mom's house?
No, not when I was down during
During the vid.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep, during that time I watched a lot. But I went back to work in July, so thinking about people who've been off of work this whole time,
Mm-hmm.
they probably did finish Netflix already.
Yeah.
Not all of it, but like all the shit that matters anyway.
Or what they wanted to see.
Or what they wanted to see, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All the suggestions from people, all the
Right.
good stuff. So
Like we did Sugar Rush.
yeah.
Yeah, we made it all the way through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sugar Rush was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I like that one.
Yeah. There's
Well-
some awesome stuff.
Well, we haven't talked about this, but it's something that I really wanted to talk about. We need to talk about Coming to America.
Oh, Coming to them. Speaking of streaming services, Amazon Prime released Coming to America. Yeah,
Coming number 2, America.
you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the new Eddie Murphy vehicle
Mm-hmm.
sequel to Coming to America, titled
I
Coming
loved
to
it.
America.
I loved every minute of it.
Uh-huh.
Did you like it? What you think?
I did not love every minute of it.
I loved it.
However, it was fun to see you giggle and laugh at it. And I think it was as good as you could expect. Yes, you would like it to be better. I would have liked it to have been better.
Then the first one?
No, not better than the first one, just better than what it was. But it was an original story. It's not like they just made the same story over again.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of like a passing of the guard, you know? Like they could do like another story, you know, with like the people that they've already set up.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was as good as you can. It wasn't so horrible you're like, I can't believe they made it. Like they made like a movie that was okay.
Yeah, it's a weird one. It's a weird one because when Coming to America was popping, when the first one came out, Coming to America was a big deal, and like it was so many things like in a movie.
Oh yeah,
every
that's
single
what you
thing-
remember?
I remember. I remember all the different scenes in the movie. The wife and like just all these little like and Louis Anderson and like the barbershop scenes and like all these little things. And this movie, it was good. I liked it, but it was They tried to make it for this time, which is important. You have to make a movie for this time period. You can't continue a movie from that time period.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't make sense. There's also a generation behind us, which I'm just getting used to. These kids younger than me that have no fucking clue what Coming to America is at all. So you have a generation behind us that just saw Coming to America for the first time.
Right.
And even if they did go back and watch the first movie, they still don't get the impact that we felt when it first came out.
I don't think we felt the impact when it first came out.
Okay, I did. Well, I'm sorry. Kirk didn't watch Coming to America until last year, and then now he just saw the second
No,
one.
I've seen it since I was a little kid, but we did not see it when it came out.
No, we didn't. We didn't see
what
it
I'm
when
saying.
it came out, but I'm saying it was...
You and I did
No,
not see it
I'm
when
not
it
that-
came
I'm
out.
not that old.
That's what I'm saying.
But I saw it as a young child.
You're acting like, from the minute we...
When did that movie come out?
I don't know.
You don't even know when it came out. Shut the hell up. I don't got my phone on me, or I look
Yeah.
it up. It
Yeah,
had
right.
to come out, what, in 80s?
Yeah,
maybe?
it was in the 80s. We were
We
not
wasn't
a
born.
factor yet.
I wasn't even born yet.
Yeah, we weren't even a factor
Right.
yet.
Growing up, it was still popular in my household.
Okay, yeah.
You
Yeah.
probably didn't see it till you were a teenager.
No, I was probably... I know my dad and I had seen it at some point. Yeah, probably a teenager. Maybe not. Can't remember. At least in the double digits. It's an adult movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like the guy that they had play his son in the movie.
No.
The new movie.
Yeah.
Man, they could have picked so many fucking people.
He had... when we were talking to Barnsey, we were talking about Rami Malek's eyes.
Mm-hmm.
He had eyes that are similar, like these bug eyes,
Yeah.
right?
On a black guy with dreadlocks.
Did he have dreadlocks?
At the end, after they changed his hair,
Uh-huh.
he did, yeah. Little tiny shit nuggets.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had the bug eyes too. Yeah, they could have gotten somebody better to play his son, I think. But then they don't really need to though.
They don't need to have a serious actor play the part.
Right. Yeah.
They needed a goofy
And who are you gonna put in there?
as his son for this movie.
Mhm.
He could have put in a lot of people. Oh my God, so many other people. That's the thing. I don't want to like throw this guy off or just throw this guy in the garbage because I don't know anything about him. I don't know how hard he's been working to get to this point. Like, this is probably something that's amazing to him. So I don't want to shit on him like that.
Right.
But yeah, we don't know him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it comes down to. No one
Right.
knows you. So they don't want you to be the son.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks though. He probably been working his ass off. He
Yeah,
probably
probably.
auditioned for that part like 5 times to
Mhm.
get it. So
He had to go and meet everybody.
yeah.
Be like, hey, Eddie.
Mhm.
Eddie's like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah. I'm sure Eddie had a rapport with him to pick him for his son in the movie.
Yeah, I'm sure.
My guy Nav Green was in it. I told you about him.
Mm-hmm.
Nav Green is a up and coming comedian. He do a lot of work on the 85 South Show. It's a podcast. He also do skits and stand up comedy. He's like a new up and coming comedian,
Okay.
and he was part of the family in the movie.
Mhm.
So he's the guy with the hat on, and he don't have much of a role.
Right.
But
He's
for
just in the background.
he in the background, but for him that was really big. It's a big deal for him. Like if you listen to his story on the 85 South Show and then like see his part, it's like he's this random guy from the neighborhood,
Mm-hmm.
and he just happened to luck up and get this fucking part because he's been kind of moving around a little bit.
Right.
So it's pretty good. I like it. I like new opportunity for new comedians.
Mm-hmm.
I like comedy a lot.
Good.
And Lunel was in there.
Yeah, she was in there. There was a scene. It was at the end of the movie where she's sitting down and she's just clapping,
Mm-hmm.
and she looked so funny when she was just clapping. Like
Well,
that
that
was
was funny.
that was my favorite part of the whole movie. Was just her being like, like that's it, just pantomiming clapping.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it. It was great.
You know, I showed my mom the. Speaking of comedy, I showed my mom the video of Cat Williams and Wanda,
Mm-hmm.
and she was cracking up laughing. It was the
Right.
best thing she ever saw before.
Right.
She was like, "What?" She was like, "Who is that lady?" I'm like, "She's a comedian."
Wanda.
Yeah, my mom is in love with Cat Williams.
Mm-hmm.
That's who she messed with.
Nice.
So she
I'm
like
glad
him
that
as a comedian.
I'm glad to know that your mom messes with Cat Williams.
Yeah, she does. She like Cat Williams.
Huh.
She don't like no Wanda.
Mm-hmm.
She don't know who Wanda is.
Nobody does unless you're in that area.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Or unless you saw that video.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I listen to the different radio show things, little videos they have on YouTube, so I know who Wanda is.
Mm-hmm.
But they know who she is. What is that? Atlanta, I believe. Yeah, Atlanta. Atlanta Improv they're going to, or
I don't
one of
know.
those shows. It's in Atlanta. That's the radio station she's
Okay.
on. Kirk, you gotta get in there.
Why?
All these things. I try to put you up on all these little podcasts, all these shows.
I can't. I don't have time for everything, Carmen.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
What you watch right now?
What do you mean?
What's the podcast that you watch the most right now?
Mm-hmm. Well, I listen to Mark
Or listen
Maron.
to? Oh yeah. I can't get into him.
Well, you don't have to.
I know. I can't.
Right. Therefore, I'm not. Who are you talking about? The 75 South?
85 South Show.
85 South? Yeah.
Kirk, it's good.
So?
Just watch it one time.
I don't need to.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't need to take the time to do it.
They
It's
popping
fun.
out here in these streets, Kirk.
Okay, that's great. But I mean, there's only so many hours in the day.
That's true. Well, you could shave off half of Mark Maron's podcast and then
No,
get them in there for half.
I can't. I only listen to him when I wake up and I get ready for work.
Mm-hmm.
So he does 2 episodes a week, and each episode's about a little over an hour to an hour and a half. And like Christopher Lloyd's on there right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Doc Brown from Back to the Future.
No, I don't know any of these people.
You've never seen the movie Back to the Future
No.
with Michael J. Fox?
I know Michael J. Fox.
You know the old man?
No.
Yes, you do. You're crazy.
I don't know them.
You know Dennis the Menace?
Yeah.
You know the creepy dude?
Yeah.
That's Christopher Lloyd.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Yes, I've seen it, but I was so young, I don't remember it.
Okay.
I remember him though.
Uh-huh.
He's a good actor.
Yeah, he's on there right now, and he's great. Loving it.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah.
He's on Mark Maron's podcast.
Today's episode, yeah.
Where the fuck did he come from? Why he getting on podcast?
Every episode is an interview. Mark Maron interviews people every episode.
Yeah, but why he interviewing him? Is he doing a project or anything?
Yeah, he's going to be in a new movie called Nobody with Bob Odenkirk.
Man, I need to look up pictures of that guy. I haven't seen him in so long. I wonder how he look right now.
Mm-hmm. Sounds old.
Sounds old?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You know why?
Because he old?
Yeah.
Boy, he played a good kidnapper
Mm-hmm.
in Dennis the Menace.
Yeah.
I was convinced.
He's so creepy when he's eating that apple.
Oh, yeah,
He's
I know.
just
That's
cutting the apple and he's eating it,
Mhm.
watching the kids at the playground. That's what I try to do.
I know. You can't do that. People going to report you.
Mm-hmm.
You know how it is here, a small town. You even be sniffing around the playground and like that guy over there.
Uh-huh.
He has a beard. He's too close to the playground.
Yeah. He's too close to the playground. Keep on walking, Buster. There's a playground right around our house. And it's on the way to the pho place.
The Bon Appetit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's never anybody there. But sometimes I'll stare into the empty
You need to stop.
But sometimes I'll stare into the empty parking lot creepily. Did I say parking lot? Playground creepily. Because I think it's funny. And I do it I do it obviously so Carmen can see me do it. Look at an empty playground.
You're funny.
And sometimes I'll put my glasses down. Like a librarian or something.
Like a librarian?
Mm-hmm.
Librarians don't do that.
No, they got those reading glasses, right?
Yeah.
So they're low.
Correct is crazy. I don't think librarians even read no more. They just get on the computer, type away, give you the information. They don't read no books.
No.
They ain't doing no
There's
reading.
not even any books in the library.
Nope. Just all flash drives. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's funny.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good podcast, I guess. What kind of stuff they talk about? Is it It's not. I mean,
Mark Maron?
Yeah, he's a comedian.
WTF?
But is it jokes or is it
No, he interviews people.
just interviews people?
Yeah,
You be throwing his little jokes in there.
So if people are funny, he recently did one with Hugh Grant. That
Wait,
one was,
Hugh Grant?
Yeah, and that one was pretty funny.
Oh, I thought you meant Hugh Jackman. No. Oh, Hugh Grant.
I'm sure he's been on there too.
No, Hugh Jackman ain't been on Mark Maron.
You want to bet?
Get the fuck out of here.
You want to bet?
Hugh
He has
Jackman ain't-
everybody on there.
Hugh
Carmen.
Jackman ain't doing Mark Maron.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. You know everything. My bad.
Mark Maron ain't doing no Hugh Jackman. I know that much.
Okay.
You said everybody been on there. Tyler Perry ain't been on there.
Maybe.
No.
Obama was on there.
What Obama doing on there?
He talked to Mark Maron for an hour and a half.
He just out of control.
Mhm.
He's going everywhere.
Yep.
Sit your ass down somewhere. They had these outfits online recently. They showed so Michelle Obama also wears burgundy the way I do because we're both dark skinned. I'm a little lighter than she is, but burgundy matches darker skin. So they got these outfits with her wearing burgundy like when he first got elected to her coming to Biden's inauguration.
Okay.
And her outfit is way better. And it was like, look at her here versus this. Why she look so drabby till now? They was playing
Well,
her.
she got Netflix money.
She got some type of money.
Yeah, she's got a show on Netflix here soon.
I mean, what was also different when she came into presidency, it wasn't like she had any fame before that. So she came into this office.
Wasn't she a lawyer?
Yeah, but it wasn't like that. It
Yeah.
wasn't like you dressing for the red carpet.
If you're the president, you're not anyway.
No, but you're being seen by people.
Okay.
Versus right now, when she just went to Biden's inauguration, she was beat. Face beat, outfit beat, all that was together.
Okay.
When she was the first
Oh,
lady.
beat's a good thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Because typically when I think of somebody being beat, like they don't look good after that. Like you look beat, dude.
No, that's no.
I'm not using it right?
No, you're not
This is
using
one
it
of those
right.
times where you use the
No,
word
it's
in
for
the wrong way?
girls. Yeah.
Okay.
And she had it together.
All right.
So when he first got elected, she had on this little drabby nun little dress, and she looked like
A nun dress?
Yeah, and she looked like she was the little children was following her. She was holding hands with them, just jumping around in the grass. And then now she walk out like a bad bitch. Heels on, belt on, accessories, hair did, all that.
Right.
When he got inaugurated, when Obama got inaugurated, she did her own hair. This time somebody else did it.
Netflix did it. It's true. You don't think that Netflix has somebody like, okay, we have this woman, she's gonna be on our channel, our
Well, I think that
streaming service, and
Obama
we
and
need
her
to
made
make sure
money.
that she looks good.
Yes, but
And,
I also
and
think
we will pay for her to look good because she is going to make us money through subscribers.
absolutely.
Yeah, that's the reason, Carmen.
That's part of it. The other part of it is when they first came to presidency, I don't think they had the money they had when they left.
Okay.
If that makes any sense.
No, it makes sense. But I'm saying, like, she used to be a lawyer, and he was a politician already. Like, it's
Yeah.
not like they were in the poorhouse, Carmen.
No, not in the poorhouse, but the bitch didn't know how to dress.
Okay. Maybe you're right.
I'm not saying in a poorhouse, but I feel like they lived a life that was more closed door versus being in the public around everybody. You
Yeah.
got to spice it up.
Once you get into that light, it's hard to get out of it.
Yeah,
Especially if she probably liked it.
of course. You don't think she hear comments of people like, damn, look at the first lady, her hair looking nappy. Look at her kitchen, her edges ate up. You don't think that bothers? She's still a black woman.
Right.
You could do all you want. You could be a lawyer all you want. When somebody say your edges ate up in your kitchen nappy, that shit, you feel that shit. So I'm sure she felt that, and she got a pressing comb. She ain't put no perm on it.
Oh, okay.
Probably got a little pressing comb action on there. Hot oil treatment. Try to get those edges straight so they wasn't ate up no more. She looked good though. So, I don't know. You think I could be president?
No. Just because you're not old enough yet.
Well, if I was president, then that makes you what, first man?
Sure, yeah. The first husband.
First husband?
The first man. The first gentleman.
No, first gentleman is
Because it's the
Kamala's
first
husband.
lady, right?
It's the president's wife.
Yeah, the first lady is the
But
president.
Kamala's husband is the first gentleman. They made a title for him. Yes, they made a title for him.
Okay, then I guess I'd be the first gentleman.
No, I'm the president.
So?
You be the first man,
Okay.
right?
Okay. Sure.
That's never happened in history, so we don't know how that
Yeah,
would work.
we don't know how that would work. If you were the president and then your vice president was a woman, would the vice president's husband become the first
Gentleman.
the second gentleman? Because I'd be the first gentleman?
No, the first gentleman
Because
is
he's-
the vice president's husband. Which means I would
but
assume that
at this point,
you be the first man.
okay.
If she the first lady,
I think being a gentleman's better than being a man.
yeah, but they gave
Man is in gentleman
the first gentleman title to Kamala's husband.
to
And he-
her husband. But what if they were
he's the
both
vice
husbands? Carmen?
president's-
Carmen, this is a crazy conversation. What if they were both husbands? The vice president, you had a vice president lady, and they had a husband, right? And then the president was a
Is a
lady,
woman.
was a woman, and they had a husband. Would the president's husband still be? He would have to be the first man
right.
or first gentleman.
No, he's the first man. Okay, Kurt. So if the vice president's
No.
husband is the first gentleman,
I'm gonna have to
do
go-
you want to be the president's husband and be the same thing as the vice president's husband?
No, he'd be the second gentleman then.
No,
He gets knocked down, Carmen.
he can't even have the same title.
He'd be the second gentleman.
How would you feel about that if I was the president and you was my second and you were the guy who you're supposed to support me and I make all the decisions? You would have a hard time with that.
If I'm supposed to support you,
If I'm the president, yeah, you're supposed to hold my. You supposed to hold my bags?
I don't think you'd have any bags. You'd go up there with backpacks and stuff. We go into the store. We go to eat. I pick you up from the airport. No, after that, we go to eat, and you walk into the restaurant with a backpack on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, why are you taking your backpack?
Cause all my
Like,
stuff.
it's got
in
all
it.
my stuff in it. Like, just leave it in the car.
Yeah, but my things are in it.
So what? What do you need your things for?
I might need chapstick. I might need lotion.
That's
there's
crazy.
there's things that girls need. That's why they carry a bag. You
All
wouldn't
right,
say
but
that to a
you've got
girl
a
with
backpack, though.
But you wouldn't say that to a girl with a purse,
Right, because
Why
that's
not?
normal.
No, but I have why?
It's normal to carry a purse around.
Why is
But you
that?
want to take a whole backpack into a restaurant.
Because society has made carrying a purse normal. That's normal. It's no like people just made it that way.
Mm-hmm.
My backpack is my purse. Why can't I substitute a backpack for a purse?
Right. It's crazy.
If it didn't have a cigarette burn in it, would it be different?
No, it's still weird. It's still weird to carry the backpack.
Yeah, it's just me. It's my own shit. I could take. Well, I don't know. I like the backpack because I can put things in it. I can put all types of things in it. If I carry a purse and I carry money and my ID and all that stuff in it, I also gotta have tampons and lotion and all these things. My keys, my phone, my charger. Like I don't know. A bag is just bigger,
Right.
easier. Maybe I gotta get one of those little cute backpacks.
Maybe.
That would be okay.
Whatever you want. I don't care either way. I just don't see why you needed to take it into the restaurant.
Cause my stuff was in it.
Yeah, but you didn't need your stuff.
I want my stuff.
Okay. You're just weird is all, Carmen. You like to hold on to it.
I want it next to me.
You want it right next to you.
Yeah, I do.
When you didn't go into it at all.
No,
Right.
but just in case.
Yeah, okay.
We gotta
Are we
have
done
that
here?
Just in case. No, we're not done here. So I was in Detroit visiting, like we talked about, and my mom has this large German Shepherd that she has in her house, and I feel bad for her. I feel bad for her dog. I feel bad for her. It's just a large dog. Them dogs are a lot of maintenance. and I've heard about it, but I've never had a dog that large, so I never thought about the maintenance or anything like that.
Right.
I go to Detroit and I got my slick ass Vans on, nice Vans, beautiful, all black, and now it's a little white piece on them.
Mm-hmm.
Because her dog stepped on him with his big ass hands.
Right.
And tore him. It's like, man. I'm so upset about it.
Why?
Because, Kirk,
You got to be careful.
I know, but
You
I
got
kept
the
these
big
shoes
dog.
for 6 months.
She has to brush the dog because it's German Shepherd.
Yeah.
Got to brush it, make sure all the hair is out.
Yeah.
Got to keep it active. Those types of dogs, they need to have jobs to do and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
They got to have something.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's it.
That's it? You don't have more?
Nope. No more.
Okay.
All right. Well, if you have any questions or suggestions, please go to sweetgravypod@gmail.com. And also check us out on YouTube. We'll be on there and all the streaming platforms. And that's it.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.